Hey YouTubers, so I did a video about this a couple of weeks ago actually, and one of the things Dolph Lundgren actually, I posted a video of him basically training, getting back into fighting shape to apparently, reprise the role of Ivan Drago for Creed 2. And I just wanted to basically take a couple minutes to explain why I don't necessarily think that this is a good idea. I don't necessarily think that Sylvester Stallone actually learned the lesson that he at least came out saying that he learned and he was talking to his wife about and all this other stuff going into Creed. Because when they basically pitched Creed to him, they pitched it with the concept that Rocky Balboa gets cancer and, he's basically on his way out. The whole concept of Rocky Balboa, the sixth film in the franchise, was really just, one last round, one last thing. Get it all out of your system. Get all the stuff out of the basement. And, he promised Paulie, before Paulie died in the last film, obviously, because he was already dead, but he promised Paulie that this is going to be the last fight. Everything after this is just going to be kind of icing on the cake, and he's not necessarily going to get back in the ring or fight anymore. And it was just kind of giving him that swan song. Of course, with Creed coming out, they had to figure out a way to bring him back, and what better way to actually make him a trainer. But, a good trainer this time, not necessarily the thing with Tommy Gunn in the fifth film, which just didn't really work out in any way, shape, or form. But I personally think that the whole concept of Rocky Balboa getting cancer and passing the torch to Adonis Creed is something that really made the first Creed film special. And one of the things that Sylvester Stallone is talking about over and over again is he's at least promoting this image, and now Dolph Lundgren is actually promoting this as well, that we're going to see some kind of a rematch between Rocky Balboa and Ivan Drago, and I just don't necessarily think that that's the best idea. And it's weird for me to sit there and think that Sylvester Stallone has been kind of saying over the last year or two, ever since Creed came out, that Rocky's done. I don't even think he should be in the next film, yada, yada, yada. I might write, I might produce, I might direct, I might do all this other stuff, but, I feel like the character has done its course. And I don't know whether they're bringing back Ivan Drago as a son or someone that he's training or something else like that, and maybe they get into some kind of altercation the same way that Mickey got into some kind of altercation during, I guess, the whole Rocky 3 fight. But, I don't, with Clubber Lang, that's what, and I don't necessarily think that that's what they're going for, but it's possible they could be doing some kind of a Rocky 3 with Rocky 4 thing. Maybe even Ivan Drago kills Rocky Balboa to kind of throw this whole, I killed not only your father, but also your teacher as well, and yada yada yada, and we have this really sad death scene where Rocky dies. I mean, this wouldn't be the first time. Rocky was supposed to die in Rocky 5, so who really knows at this point? I just wanted to kind of put my thoughts out there in terms of Rocky Balboa actually getting in the ring again, or even outside the ring for whatever reason, after being sick in the last film, no matter if he's gotten better or not. But throwing hands with Ivan Drago, I feel like, is just a bad idea. It kind of, I guess, gets rid of the lessons from Rocky Balboa and even Creed that were learned, and I don't necessarily think that it's the best choice for the franchise. And that being said, I understand why Ivan Drago is a hugely beloved character for the franchise. He's also Russian, and considering all the drama going on in real life, we're actually in a position right now, as we were with the Cold War type of situation that we had with Rocky 4. Russians could be bad guys again in American cinema, and that's fine. It's completely understood. We're not necessarily on the best of terms with them, especially when it comes to Hollywood filmmaking. So it would be an easy draw in, not only for nostalgia purposes, is one of the reasons these movies do so well, but also just kind of the idea that Russians can be our enemies again in terms of fictionalized storytellings. It's a good idea. But when it comes to Rocky fighting Ivan Drago. I'm just not necessarily down with it. But anyway, guys, I want to hear everyone's thoughts and opinions about this particular subject in the comment section below. Do you think it's a good idea to have Ivan Drago come back in the Creed franchise, kind of reprising that role? Or do you think that it's going a little bit too far with the whole nostalgia trip that Creed basically really captured and very well in the last film? And do you think that it kind of erases the lessons learned from Rocky Balboa and Creed as well? So guys, make sure to tell me about this in the comment section below. But with that being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell over by the subscriber button for notifications every single time I upload. And I hope everyone has a good day. It's been real.